Hey, what's up, Sumo Links? This is Tim again, and welcome to week number 2 of my live case study on how I built a brand new Shopify store from scratch. Unfortunately, it took 4 or 5 days of custom clearance in Germany to get my sample order through. Even though I paid for express shipping, I had to wait 10 days in total to get my sample order. But anyway, I received my sample backpack and I was actually very satisfied with the quality. And to be honest, I didn't even expect that. So the rubber patches look great, the zippers look great, and the overall quality is actually very good. But before jumping into doing the bulk order and paying a couple of $1,000s for the product, I wanted to do some quick calculations. In fact, I wanted to know how much sales I have to make to be break even. And it turned out that I only had to sell 79 or 44 backpacks in order to be break even. And this depends on how much discounts I would give out. And right now I only plan to give a 30% discount maximum and don't go beyond that. Overall, the numbers looked doable and I kept moving on. To be honest, I didn't do any real validation. So the only thing I actually did was to see my friends and family's reaction to the new product. But I didn't tell them that the new product, the backpack, is a new project I'm working on. I simply showed them the product and said that I recently bought this backpack or that I even won this. Even though it was a risk to place that bulk order because I didn't do any real validation, I placed it anyway because, well, no risk, no fun. The previous calculation I did was all based on being break even, so to not lose my money. But as the goal of this business is to actually make money and not just to not lose money, I set a SMART goal. And this SMART goal is actually very simple. It's to make 1K in profit after tax, so $1,000 in profit after 8 weeks. And as I plan to open my store at week number 4, I had 5 weeks of full marketing and full promotion to make that sales in order to make 1K. But to be able to make sales, I need customers, right? So I wanted to have a very clear image of who my perfect customer could be. And as the product idea itself is only based on my own personal preferences, it was very simple for me to find my perfect customer because it's me. So I simply created a few tables which include demographic data, how I behave as a customer, and a day in my life. I think my audience narrowed down will hopefully help me to make better decisions when it comes down to marketing and business in general. Yeah, talking about my target audience, I'm pretty sure they want to see the product I'm selling. So there was no way around to have great product images. Unfortunately, I neither have access to a great camera nor do I have access to a photo studio. I easily could have hired a professional photographer to take that images for me, but this would be super expensive. And for that reason, I didn't want to do that. So I simply searched on Instagram, Facebook groups, and Google to find people who could have access to the things I need, the DSLR camera and the photo studio. And that way I found a sneaker startup in my hometown. I called them and asked if I could get access to their equipment and photo studio. And luckily they gave me access to all of the things I needed and I got the images that I need. And yeah, that's it. That was week number 2 and I hope you enjoyed it and are excited to see what will happen next. So see you next time.